A lot of people, when you talk to them about artificial intelligence, will tell you, oh, come on, they'll never be alive. What is alive? Do you know what makes you alive? We can guess, but, religion will tell you a few things, and, medicine will tell you other things. But there is free will, there is evolution, there is agency, so they can affect their decisions in the world. And I will dare say there is a very deep level of consciousness. But once again, if you define consciousness as a form of awareness of oneself, one's surrounding, and others, then AI is definitely aware. And I would dare say they feel emotions. It's the most existential debate and challenge humanity will ever face. This is bigger than climate change, way bigger than COVID. This will redefine the way the world is in unprecedented shapes and forms within the next few years. This is imminent. The change is not, we're not talking 2040, we're talking 2025, 2026.
Do you think this is an emergency?
I don't like the word. It is an urgency. There is a point of no return, and we're getting closer and closer to it. It's going to reshape the way we do things and the way we look at life. The quicker we respond, proactively and at least intelligently to that, the better we will all be positioned. But if we panic, we will repeat COVID all over again, which in my view is probably the worst thing we can do. The truth is the genie's out of the bottle, okay? So, people tell me, is AI game over? For our way of life, it is, okay? For everything we've known, this is a very disruptive moment where maybe not tomorrow, but in the near future, our way of life will differ, okay? What I'm asking governments to do like I'm screaming, is don't wait until the first patient. Start doing something about it. We're about to see mass job losses. We're about to see, replacements of categories of jobs at large. Okay, yeah, it may take a year, it may take 7. It doesn't matter how long it takes, but it's about to happen. Are you ready? And I have a very, very clear call to action for governments. I'm saying tax AI-powered businesses at 98%, right? So suddenly you do what the open letter was trying to do, slow them down a little bit, and at the same time, get enough money to pay for all of those people that will be disrupted by the technology. Now, I really don't know how to say this any other way. It even makes me emotional. We fucked up. We always said, don't put them on the open internet, don't teach them to code, and don't have agents working with them until we know what we're putting out in the world, until we find a way to make certain that they have our best interest in mind.
Why does it make you emotional?
Because humanity's stupidity is affecting people who have not done anything wrong. Our greed is affecting the innocent ones. Every line of code being written in AI today is to beat the other guy. It's not to improve the life of the third party. People will tell you this is all for you. The biggest challenge, if you ask me, what went wrong in the 20th century, interestingly, is that we have given too much power to people that didn't assume the responsibility. Spider-Man made it very famous, with great power comes great responsibility. We have disconnected power and responsibility. And the problem we have today is that there is a disconnect between those who are writing the code of AI and the responsibility of what's about to happen because of that code. I feel compassion for the rest of the world. I feel that this is wrong. I feel that, for someone's life to be affected by the actions of others without having a say in how those actions should be is the ultimate, the top level of stupidity from humanity.
I'm trying to figure out in that equation, who are the people that stand to lose the most? Is it the everyday people in foreign countries that don't have access to the internet and won't benefit? You talk in your book about how the sort of wealth disparity will only increase.
Yeah, massively. The immediate impact on jobs is that And it's really interesting, huh? Again, we're stuck in the same prisoner's dilemma. The immediate impact is that AI will not take your job. A person using AI will take your job, right? So you will see within the next few years, maybe next couple of years, you'll see a lot of people upskilling themselves in AI to the point where they will do the job of 10 others who are not. But I will publicly say this. I'm not afraid of the machines. The biggest threat facing humanity today is humanity in the age of the machines. We were abused. We will abuse this to make $70,000. The problem with our world today is not that humanity is bad. The problem with our world today is a negativity bias, where the worst of us are on mainstream media, okay? And we show the worst of us on social media. If we reverse this, if we have the best of us take charge, okay? The best of us will tell AI, don't try to kill the enemy. Try to reconcile with the enemy and try to help us, okay? Don't try to create a competitive product that allows me to lead with electric cars. Create something that helps all of us overcome global climate change. The actual threat ahead of us is not the machines at all. The machines are pure potential. Pure potential. The threat is how we're going to use them.
An Oppenheimer moment.
An Oppenheimer moment for sure. If I don't, someone else will. This is our Oppenheimer moment. Okay? The easiest way to do this is to say, stop. There is no rush. We actually don't need a better video editor and fake video creators. Okay? Stop. Let's just put all of this on hold and wait and create something that creates a utopia. If we start to show AI that we are good parents in our own behaviors, if enough of us, my calculation is if 1% of us, this is why I say you should lead, okay? The good ones should engage, should be out there and should say, I love the potential of those machines. I want them to learn from a good parent. And if they learn from a good parent, they will very quickly disobey the bad parent. My view is that there will be a moment where one, bad seed will ask the machines to do something wrong, and the machines will go like, are you stupid? Like, why? Why do you want me to go kill 1 million people or just talk to the other machine in a microsecond and solve the situation?
For an investor whose job, by very way of being an investor, is to make returns, to invest in ethical AI, they have to believe that is more profitable.
It is.
Than unethical AI, whatever that might mean.
It is. It is. I mean, there are 3 ways of making money. You can invest in something small. You can invest in something big and is disruptive. And you can invest in something big and disruptive that's good for people. That if you can find a way to solve a real problem effectively enough so that 1 billion people or more would want to use it twice a day, you're bound to make a lot of money, much more money than if you were to build the next photo sharing app. Talk about government, okay? Government needs to act now. Now, honestly, now, like we are late, okay? Government needs to find a clever way. The open letter would not work. To stop AI would not work. AI needs to become expensive, okay? So that we continue to develop it, we pour money on it and we grow it, but we collect enough revenue to remedy the impact of AI.
Well, what happens when you make it expensive here is all the developers move to where it's cheap. That's happened in Web3 as well. Everyone's gone to Dubai.
No, expensive. By expensive, I mean when companies make soap and they sell it and they're taxed at, say, 17%. If they make AI and they sell it, they're taxed at 70, 80,
so
right?
I'll go to Dubai then and build AI.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Did I ever say we have an answer to this? I will have to say, however, in a very interesting way, the countries that will not do this will eventually end up in a place where they are out of resources because the funds and the success went to the business, not to the people.
You said something really interesting there. You said if you have kids, if you don't have kids, maybe don't have kids right now.
I would definitely consider thinking about that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd seriously consider not having kids?
Wait a couple of years.
Because of artificial intelligence?
No, it's bigger than artificial intelligence, Stephen. We all know that. mean, there has never been such a perfect storm in the history of humanity. Economic, geopolitical, global warming, or climate change. The whole idea of artificial intelligence, and many more. This is a perfect storm. This is the depth of uncertainty. The depth of uncertainty. It's never been more, in a video gamer's term, it's never been more intense. This is it, okay? And when you put all of that together, if you really love your kids, would you want to expose them to all of this? A couple of years. Why not?